Hey guys, welcome to match 2 between Jimpo and Adelscott in the Steel Series finals. Um, we're gonna be playing on, they're gonna be playing on Zelnaga Caverns. And last game we saw a pretty solid push by Adele there that was simply doomed because of the positioning and the way you engage the fight. It is so important that you know how to engage the fight. You cannot do anything like that. You cannot you should not engage every time you see you have a bigger army and he has a smaller one. That should not be the reason that you engage. So always tell yourself that you have the option to go back and try a different strategy or try a different attack route or something else to split the enemy forces up or confuse your enemy before you go through with the attack, because simply put, if you have a choke, say this one, and you have a big army here, but this army is all clumped up here and all the units are firing at yours and all the units can attack while yours are just running around being useless, then you're just gonna die little by little, one by one over here, and basically you can lose a push with a 3 times 4 times bigger army, just because of positioning. So yeah, gotta be careful with that. And I hope you guys, I'm not just gonna shoutcast these games and tell you what's happening. Actually, I wanna take a bit of an approach towards suggesting stuff, making you guys learn something from every game. So I don't just wanna simply be a reporter, of what's happening in the game. But yeah, anyway, I will come up with some tips here and there, and stuff that you guys can learn something from. So yeah, I hope that you do, and if you like what you're seeing, then don't forget to subscribe, because yeah, I just started this channel, and I really want to be uploading more videos and stuff, and this is going to be a pretty steady place that you guys will be finding videos at. But enough about that, let's look at the game a bit more. So we had scouts going down from both sides. Both players know what's happening. Pretty standard opening. Again, pretty fast double gas happening over here. Actually, it's not that fast. It's sort of standard if you go get double gas. Sprobe's over here. He has this whole area revealed, which is good because you can see some of Jimpo's pushes coming in advance, unless he takes this route over here, which obviously normal unit pathing won't go through here, especially because of these rocks and stuff. We have, this is pretty fast. So we got a Marine and a Marauder going out already, and yeah, Pro moves back from the watchtower. Adelscott sees this. He already has one Stalker out. Zella coming out. I choose to maybe Chrono Boost this. He might Chrono Boost it now when he has the energy. Let's see if it goes down. Not yet. Another gateway going down. And a robotics facility, so it's gonna be, yeah, Chrono Boost going down there. To work it into Robo. But this pushes, I don't think he can do that much, but yeah, maybe he could get some. Now that the Zealot is out, I don't think he can do anything anymore. Zealot's, yeah, the SCV is gonna go down, and these forces are gonna have to pull back, so he didn't do too much with this initial push, but we're gonna see a fast expand going down here. So we have this build where you just get a barracks and then you go straight for a command center and a factory, but yeah, you see a Reaper is already in here. So what he's doing basically is he's keeping the pressure on, so as long as he keeps this pressure on and Adele isn't really moving across the map and he has to, he can't macro that much, it gives you a little window, a little space in which you can maybe fast expand. But this observer is pretty fast. It's gonna come fly over his base here, over Jimpo's base, and he's gonna see exactly what's going on, because this fast expand will tell Adele that the Terran doesn't really have that much to begin with, because he only was producing off 1 Rax, and already got a Reaper out and stuff, which died, yeah, and double gas over here, so maybe we're gonna see some mech build, yeah, tech labs, so we're probably gonna see Thor's tanks, something like that, probably a combination of some factory units with barrack units. So yeah, this observer is now here, and he's seeing the factory, he's seeing the double orbital command in his base, and Adele also decides to expand after he sees that. Robo Bay is done. Let's see what this is. Robotics Bay. So we're probably gonna see Colossus then, which is a pretty good choice, seeing that there are already 2 barracks out. So we're gonna be seeing infantry. So good choice here by Adele. Also, these 2 warp gates are up. Still chrono boosting probes. Healthy chrono boosting on the probes there. This observer, I would maybe keep this observer a little closer. But yeah, salvaging that bunker over there, building another one for the expansion. I'd probably say build another one over here. Like over here, because of these. There's this path. There we go. He's building a supply depot here. This is probably just to be able to have a permanent scout in this area to see if any units come through here, because at least most of you might know, this map has so many areas, so many lanes where you can attack from. It is insane. But yeah, so bunker. I guess he canceled that bunker. Misclick, I don't know. Let's see. So more Marines coming out, and Adele has an Immortal out as well. Colossus coming out now. No thermal lance yet. This is very important to get though, if he wants to do anything with these Colossus. He's gonna have to get that thermal lance. I guess he's saving up the gas. This is well, he has enough money to do it now. Come on, Adele, click it. I know you want to click it. I know your Colossus out, and it's going to be pretty useless unless you get this upgrade. Come on, Adele. No, he's making another Colossus. So I guess he's trying to go for. No, I don't think Adele. Well, I'm not sure if he's seen all these tanks here, but he can't push out at any time soon with just these Colossus and whatever gateway units he has, because these tanks are gonna eat him up alive, and he needs that thermal lance. Without that thermal lance, which is still not coming, I don't know. This is a very weird play. I don't know. It's up to Adele. It's his decision. An interesting gameplay here. I guess he's maybe afraid of a push from the Terran player with a lot of infantry or something like that. So he'd rather have the Colossus first before the thermal lance. Okay, there we go. Thermal lance is coming up. More probes getting chrono boosted. And the second robotics facility is now up here. Immortals coming out. So this is pretty good against these tanks. These Immortals are pretty good. And Colossus against the infantry. Actually, what I've seen some players do, because in the middle of the fight, when you engage a pretty substantial force with another substantial force, the units will pretty much all be busy attacking other attacking units, basically. That's how the AI works, you know. And what I've tried doing in some of my games is I get a Stargate, just get a few Phoenix when I'm Protoss facing Terran, and I just get like 3 or 4 of them, and I lift off these tanks during the fight. And trust me, the enemy player is not going to be. And even if he notices it, it's pretty hard during the middle, I don't know, during a confrontation to actually micro down and kill those Phoenixes. And even if you do, it still delays and does a huge, deals a huge blow to the enemy force, because those tanks are not going to be firing. So basically, imagine that this force over here attacking this force over here without these tanks. So this force is probably going to get annihilated very fast. Yeah, so. Destructible rocks going down here, and I think we're gonna see an expansion for the gold, and very interesting supply depot line here by Jimpo. I don't know if it's really necessary to make that many of them. I think maybe he could have done without this one at least, and this one, and just have that one. I don't know what he's trying to do, but yeah, proxy pylon here in case he wants to take this avenue. Yeah, and Adelscott is moving out, morphing in more units now. Warping in more units, actually. And we're probably going to see a battle over here, but with these tanks in place, I don't know if Adele's going to be able to do that much. Let's see what's happening in base. I'm going to take a look at the production tab. 2 more barracks going down, so very heavy infantry play here from Jimpo. Any medevacs out? Yeah, medevacs are starting to come out now. And Raven up for detection. Adele's checking places to see if there's any hidden structures. And the drop, a drop coming up on this side, but these stalkers maybe gonna take them out. No, the medevacs are getting away, and I would nah, nothing was gonna really happen here except no blink yet, no, and these medevacs are gonna get away. So no, one is going to go down. Big blunder there by Jimpo. He should have just kept on moving south, and things would have been fine. And the sound is still again very high, and I don't understand this. Sorry guys, but this is for your own good, you know. So you can hear this cast a little bit better. Oh, that SCV got exterminated. I don't think he liked that. I don't think he even got the time to get on his radio and call in for SOS or Mayday or whatever those SCVs call for when they're in trouble. But everybody knows nobody's listening into them. The SCVs are very expendable units. Nobody cares, as we all know. Scouts and so forth. They're coming off the line to defend attacks and so forth. Nobody cares about those SCVs. But they do form the cornerstone of your economy, so don't be so heartless with them. Okay, now this funny little train going here. The probes mining off the gold, since the next is not done, but probably soon it's gonna be done, and they're gonna drop their minerals off here instead of way up over there, and we're gonna stop seeing this formation on the map. And destructible rocks going down here. I guess Jimpo is opting to go for this expansion over here. Nice misclick there. Nice scary army here. This is a pretty scary ball, unless you move into another scary ball like this with a lot of tanks in siege mode, where basically you get annihilated if you move in. Is he getting blink? Is there yeah, there we go. Blink is coming up now. Soon almost done. I guess he's waiting for it to attack. And scan goes down here, so Jimpo sees this. This is probably an imminent attack from Adel, but let's see what's going to happen here. So these tanks are not siege. This is very bad. Pull back. So the Colossus way in the back. I would focus fire with these tanks on those Colossus, but yeah. Anyway, the attack gets repelled, and he didn't lose that many units. He lost a few in the start there because the tanks weren't sieged, and he lost some infantry, but it's pretty affordable, especially since he has 2 expansions and the 3rd one going up. And another battle going on here. Tanks are sieging up now, but most of the infantry gets taken out by those Colossi, and blunder here, I think. But let's see what's going to happen. These tanks are still going to be firing if Adel decides to advance. Tanks going down, and yeah, great play by Adel here. He backed out right when he should have. He took out all the infantry, and the tanks were pretty much useless because Jimpo overextended himself outside the range of his tanks, and that's what happens when you get too greedy. And gotta be careful, lose the Colossi, move back. Oh, 9 HP. Oh, he dies. That is so sad to lose that Colossi, and my PC's lagging. Also nice to see. This Immortal soaking up the damage, and these Colossi trying to move in here, but no, Adel, don't be too greedy. He should seriously just go back now. He has 3 expansions up. He should just he has 5 warp gates. He should no 8.